Hey friends, if you're new here, my name is Lena and this is Cedar and Cross Homestead. Today is another vlog. I didn't get my working video out. I am so sorry, but guys, big news just hit the YouTube world with you, and I wanted to put out my video about everything. A little sneak peek of what I've been working on today, and I'm gonna be honest, I might have hurt, can you see it? Not really. I kind of hurt myself a little bit. Y'all see in the video how I hurt myself, and it's got me a little stressed out, just a tad bit, but it's okay. Well, guys, hi Domino! I just came back from my dad's house and look at him. Come on, bud! He's an old man. It takes him a while to catch up with me when I drive my car down here. Hi, welcome back. I know, go grab some water. Go grab some water. Go grab some water. Go grab some water. But guys, news hit the fan. I am the one who bought the Drifting Dreamers home. So a lot of y'all had y'all reserves. A lot of y'all had some words about everything, and I read all the comments. I took them all to heart, and I want to say I did make a pinned comment post that stated that I would like everyone to be nice to the Drifting Dreamers and everything like that. And I do not tolerate bullying on my channel. I know a lot of y'all say that y'all didn't see anybody necessarily be mean, but that's because the comments were taken down. There was a lot of out-of-pocket comments, and I understand working. I'm trying to set you up somewhere. Y'all want to be in a tree? I understand working, doing this kind of work. You will have people that don't agree, and there's people that just don't like other people. I get that 110%. I understand that personalities don't vibe and all that. But there was people that were taking from talking about the YouTube world of building the house and getting personal, and that's what I was not okay with. I was not okay with people personally attacking them. So if you were people that were just giving suggestions saying, oh, I don't think it's up to code, or we'll think about this and this and that, like different aspects of the house-wise, yes, I 100% thank you for your comment. I respected that. I understand that y'all were all looking out for me. My main concern was the ones that were attacking them as their character, and that's not what I was kind of liking. So that's what that comment was about, because I had a few people email me, and they were not defensive, but I don't know the right word. They were just saying, like, we were just trying to look out for you. We didn't mean it in no way. And I absolutely understand that. 100% understand that. It was more along the lines of the people speaking on Mike and Lissa's character. And I mean, everybody has their own opinions of people. Everybody has their own thoughts, their own dealings. But personally, I have never had an issue with Mike and Lissa, ever. I think Lissa is the sweetest of the sweets, and I love Mike. He's funny, he's real, he's one of the realest people I know. So he tells it how it is. And yeah, that's what that was about. But guys, I'm the one that got it. I know that a lot of people have concerns with the codes and the drywall, framing, all of that. Guys, don't worry. Don't worry. We got this situated. Like, y'all know who my dad is. We'll figure it out. I'm very thankful. I am very thankful because for the last couple weeks, those who know me, those around me, I have been praying for a solution, and I have been praying for something to come up for a better opportunity for me and my family. The camper is amazing. The camper has served its purpose. And my goal was to not be in this camper longer than a year. I wanted to make it where I was going to be out of it for my kids. I have been looking at different structures. That was not a lie. I know some people are going to be like, well, that was what the really big news was that I had mentioned. I said a lot of things are coming because, guys, it was in the works for me to talk about getting this beforehand, before all of you knew. And one of the things was that I was looking into mobile homes. So a lot of people suggested doing a mobile home. The thing is, guys, I'm gonna be 110 transparent with you as always. My credit is not where I want it to be, okay? It is in the low 600s, and I don't care about talking about credit because it's credit. My credit is in the low 600s, and for everything I've been through, trust me, that is pretty good compared to 2 years ago where it was at. So I feel like if I was to go get a place, a mobile home, go to put a down payment down on a mobile home, they run credit, I am gonna get slapped with an extremely high interest rate. And that's not what I want. I don't want something that's gonna take me 25 years to pay off or even 15 years to pay off. And I feel like that's where people, they get stuck. They get into something that they don't realize how much stuff is costing, and like mortgages and stuff like that. And it's that life happens, and there could be an instance in 2 years that I can't afford it no more because God forbid something crazy happens and I can't afford that, and then I'm stuck with this high interest rate. I don't know, do they repo mobile homes? Foreclosure, I guess. A foreclosure on my credit. I can't do that, guys. I actually had, and this was another thing that helped me make a decision. I don't know if I've talked about this much on here, but back in Florida, before I moved here, about a year before I moved here, I actually owned a mobile home and some land in Florida. I had about a half-acre lot, and guys, that was pricey. That was pricey for a half-acre lot in Florida. Florida prices are ridiculous. But I had a half-acre lot in Florida, and I had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath mobile home. That mobile home cost me nothing. That mobile home was essentially free. They give them away all the time on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff for free. It was a nice mobile home. In order to get that mobile home moved, tied down, permits, well, septic, everything that it needed, all together, that cost me around 40 to 50 grand, guys. So that, I feel, and my grandpa, I will say this, Papa, if you're watching, that man told me that it was a bad idea, and I was just looking at the aspect. It's a free mobile home. I could just move it out there and this and that. It ended up costing me $50,000 when I could have just went and bought a single wide trailer for $34,000. You know, there was so much intertwined with that, and I truly don't want to put myself in that position again. And I sold it in Florida last year. We're almost up at 2 years that I've sold it, and the remarket value on those things, trash. I barely made any money. It was a very, very rough experience. So I didn't want to put myself in a position with a mobile home because I feel like I can't really build on it the way that I want. This shed to home, as somebody else commented in the comments, it doesn't have to be my forever home. This could be a placement home while I build my forever home. Granted, I am looking at it as this could be my forever home. I'm about to show you the layout, where I want to put it and all of that. There is going to be a video that is coming out that talks about it, so I know I need to get this video out. But where was I? Squirrel, that's how I am. But I just feel like this is the better option. And with this shed to home, I could potentially save up. If you live in Arkansas, you know this state is dirt cheap. It really is. If I put $8 grand to a side once I get this paid off, because I do plan on making double payments. I know that that's probably not going to be a possibility for the first few months as I put in a bathroom and do all of that. But my goal is to get it paid off as quick as possible, because my next step would be buying another shed to home to put on the back side to make it into like a bigger area where it's either the kitchen or the living room or something. My main focus though will be my land. We'll get into that. But the point being is that I could have it where I have my 2 structures back to back, and my plan is to not rent out or rent to buy, whatever you want to call this agreement. My point is that it will be owned, and then within a year or two, my entire home will be technically owned. And I much rather have that than have a mobile home that I have to make absurd amount of payments on. I plan on being 100% off grid. To power a mobile home would be insane, honestly. If I was to power all through power banks right now with not having the same setup that my dad does, and it might, guys, that was a pretty penny. So I'm not even gonna lie, that might take me years to get to that point where I have the same kind of solar setup as my dad. So this is the best option for me to do this. I know that a lot of people have their reservations about if it's good or not, and especially with my dad's health. That was another comment that I was seeing a lot with my dad's health and with everything going. And then a lot of y'all can tell I do a lot of my own down here. It's a concern. It has been a concern for me. Me and my dad's talked it over plenty of times. But at the end of the day, guys, my dad's just getting a little old and a little broken. He is still able to sit there and direct me and point to things. And I am more than capable of listening to direction and finding out what I need to do, and him sitting there on his butt and him just pointing and teaching. Like, he doesn't actually have to come in and do the hard labor. And I know some people are going to say, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. I know that I'll be able to do that. It's God's will, okay? I didn't think I could do any of this before I came here to Arkansas, and I impress myself every day. I'm not going to lie. I have done amazing things in such a short amount of time. I've been up here for seven months. Tomorrow, what's today, 10th? Yep. Tomorrow will make 7 months that I've been up here. And I have done extraordinary things that I never saw it possible. So I believe that I'll be able to get it done, truly. And with a little bit of my dad's guidance with building, my dad has remodeled so many different homes, especially ones that we have lived in. I feel like I'm going to get it done. And it might take me a little while, but it's going to get done, especially when it comes to the funds. And that is where we're coming in on this conversation. Oh, my bubby. Hold on. Let's go see what's wrong with him. I'm coming. I think his little TV. We're about to go to the lake and go swimming. So I got him hanging out, watching TV. And I guess the TV went off. So hold on. Is it a commercial? How dare they? That is a commercial. How dare they? There we go. Now I gotta back away from it before I get watermarked or copyrighted or something. So basically, y'all are not gonna see me work on this house for a hot minute. My main priority inside that house is to put a bathroom, a shower, and a toilet, and like plumbing and stuff. But I won't have actual plumbing until I get a well. So my next step after all of this is to start saving for a well. Once I get the well, then I can have a real bathroom, and that would be wonderful. And those are going to make me strive really hard to work, pick up extra hours, do what I need to so that I can save for a well, because that is the next step. So y'all are not, I'm being 100% transparent right now. Y'all are not going to see me work physically on the house, doing any building, any of that, until I can get that well so I can start on my main priority, which is the bathroom. Mostly what I am still going to be doing out here is this, working on my yard. You see all that? You'll see where all that came from. That's my new burn pile, guys. That, I plan on burning that stump. So this is going to be my burn pile. My dad's going to come out here. He's going to kind of show me how to burn properly and not try to burn everything down. But my main priority is going to be working on the yard. I know that that's not what a lot of people are going to want to see. They're going to want to see, what are you going to do with the Drifting Dreamers home and stuff like that? I am going to make it livable. We have options for showers, bathrooms. I am making a setup for me and my kids, just like my dad has a setup for him and the kids up there. I am going to have some kind of setup, and the goal is to get a well. And the goal is to have a bathroom by winter. I know that seems very close because winter is fast approaching, But if I do it the right way, I save the right way, within 3 months, I could have a well out here and I could get started on my bathroom. And I am a sucker for Facebook Marketplace. And Facebook Marketplace is where I plan on getting like my vanity, my showers, my toilets. So I plan on trying to do it the cheap and efficient way because my goal is to make sure that my kids are as comfortable as possible. That brings me to the other discussion, comfortability. I do not feel rushed into this decision. I thought long and hard about this decision. Like I've said multiple times, this has been something that was in the talks before it hit the internet. This is something that was offered before it hit the internet to me. And I thought really long and hard about it, and I did not feel pressure to make this decision. Oh, my bubby, he is not a commercial baby. I know. Oh my goodness. We don't want to hear about nobody's life insurance policies. Huh. They do commercials like every 2 seconds. You would think it wouldn't. But basically, my kids are getting older. Adeline wants her own space. Eventually she will have her own space. Not right now. But Adeline wants her own space. Brindley wants her own space. And Lawson, I want my boy to walk. He is walking, but he has realized that everything is very close together in the camper, so he's able to take a few steps and then hold on to something. I want to break him out of that habit. I want him to just walk and go. So I want my kids to have a space to play. I want them to have a space where Brindley's able to color and sit at the dining room table and do her homework. We are also homeschooling, and I really want her to have a comfortable space where I can homeschool her and her not feel like we're in a very tight closed area with her brother playing. I would be able to lay her brother down for nap time. I would be able to do so many different things to make it accommodation for her with her homeschooling, and also cooking inside. I want to be able to cook inside. I want to be able to have a space where I can start canning. Miss Renee has sent me so many different things on canning, and I'm excited to be able to start using them. There was so much that played into this decision. We ultimately just need more space. My kids have more clothes than I do. All of our clothes are folded up on top of a bunk bed right now, one of the bunk beds, because of limited space. So I did not feel pressured into making this decision. I want my kids to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable as I'm in there bathing Lawson. There's no space for me to get into the bathroom and get him a bath so he bathes in the kitchen sink. There's so many pros to living in a camper, but at the same time, there's so many cons once your children start getting bigger. Granted, if it was just me and Lawson, it might be easier, especially with him being a baby. But unfortunately, I got a unfortunately, I do have a rambunctious 6-year-old, and unfortunately, the camper is just not a space for her. So, and then when I have all 3 kids, guys, that is a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. But I am super incredibly thankful for the opportunity that my dad has given, and I'm excited for him to have this camper because I have felt terrible that this is kind of what spiked the adrenaline in me to figure out a mobile home, a shed to house, even a camper for myself, because I felt bad that Casey and my dad are living in such a tight quarters with that really small camper from Roxanne and Anthony. Even though Roxanne and Anthony, they did that. They lived in it for a few years and it worked out perfect for them with Wyatt. In my heart, I felt bad that I had all this space and they were living in such a tight space, even though this is my dad's camper. So it really put some fire under my butt, if you know what I mean, to really get consistent, try to do what I can, work on clearing my land, work on trying to find a better option for everybody, like everybody's situation. I'm excited. I'm trying not to ramble too much, but I'm I'm extremely excited for this opportunity. Thank you, Mike and Lissa, for thinking about me and even giving me the option to do this. They did have a lot of offers. I know a lot of people were like, I don't think they have that many offers. They did. That's why the talk was so, we got to figure this out. We got to figure this out, because if I wasn't able to jump on it, somebody else would have. And I'm sure somebody else would have. He had an offer for both of the sheds together. Someone wanted to buy both of them. And before I even went out there to look at it, someone else was out there looking at it. I was swimming with Lawson, and I was like, hey, can I come look? Because I really think that this is going to be something for me. As I told y'all, I took a good look around. If you missed it, I posted a video about what I think would be really good options for the house and what I could do. And that was another reason I don't think I'm going to start remodeling and building. I'm going to do the basics in there, of course, but I think that I would want to have the secondary shed behind once I get everything paid off, so that I can remodel it the way that I want to without having to redo everything down the line, because I am not the type of person. I grew up learning not to do things half you know what. And I feel like if I finish and complete all this, my vision's going to change once I get another shed behind it. There was a lot of concerns about doing a side contract with Mike. I just want to say this. I trust Mike. I trust that Mike would not come and try to take it from me 2 years later. And Mike even offered to give me the logins. It's a phone calling system. He even offered to give me all the information so I can call and just make the payments directly. It would have never been money hand trading with Mike. And even if it was, guys, come on now. Mike would not do that to me, okay? Like I said, I know that everybody has their own opinions of them, but that's just not the type of people that they are. I promise that. And some exciting news. It's going in my name right now. Actually tomorrow it will be going in my name. I'm getting it caught up on its payments, and we are currently trying to find a mover that can move it within my budget. Due to getting it caught up and everything, my budget is very, very limited on what I can do. And right now, the goal is to spend under $4,000 for everything. So we're trying to find a mover, but everything is going to be in my name tomorrow. We're doing a phone conference and signing everything over. So it's not going to so I'm not worried about being in breaches of contract or it getting moved onto my property and him not being here. That was something that kind of worried me a little bit. And I'm used to having a necklace right there. That's something that kind of worried me a little bit. Everyone heard my concerns and everything, and Mike got a hold of the people, talked it over, and we're all getting it transferred. So guys, this is mine. I got a car, and now I got a house in my name. It's just exciting times. And when it comes to my property, a lot of people are like, that's your dad's property. Like, what if you and your dad get in a fight? What if your dad takes your property from you? I am here to assure you my dad has given me one rule, and if I break that one rule, yes, my property will be taken from me. But guys, I promise you that rule will never be broken. So that rule is a huge no-no, and that would be the only instance that I would lose my home. And my dad would not do that to me, first off, and I would never break the rule, the one rule. That's the only rule I got, and this can be my property for the rest of my life. I have also told my dad that if we got it surveyed out, I would pay the fees for me to live down here. The amount, I would split it. We have 5 acres that we're splitting. 3 acres in between our home is for pastured land. Whenever we start clearing and getting more settled, that's where we're gonna have either the cattle or the horse, whatever we have. That would be split between us. But the 3 that I technically have down here, I've offered to make my monthly payments on it to get the deed transferred in my name to say that it's mine as well. So I have offered it. My dad says no. He wanted me up here, and that he He loves having his grandkids here. He loves having me here. I'm a big help, and I am a vital part of Come On Mountain or Come On 360, all of it. And my dad loves me, guys. He does. He truly does. I do get a lot of hate, and I do not focus on the hate. Please, when I mention this, do not think I focus on the hate. But I do see a lot, and I feel bad for those people that don't have the same opportunities in life that I do. I've had a different upbringing than other people. Everybody has had their own struggles growing up. I had a baby at 16, guys. I've been doing this all on my own. I'm 16 since I was 16. I'm 27 now, and my dad has given me the opportunity of a lifetime to have a fresh start and start over. And I'm incredibly thankful that he has given me this life. He has given me this life. And a big thing my dad has always said is that he can make things happen for me. Oh, there's another commercial. Brindley and Adeline were like this too. He doesn't really watch much TV. What happened? Hold on. Can you see it? I know. Why would they give you a commercial? I know. There you go. We're almost done. We're almost done talking. If y'all try to say anything about my kid watching TV, I'm sorry. That's how I get some stuff done sometimes. But my dad has always said that my dad could help me with opportunities, but it is my job to keep the opportunity. And that's the thing. My dad, he gave me the opportunity to take this land and to build a good life for myself. But at the end of the day, guys, it's up to me to maintain this. It's up to me to get my butt out here no matter what I got going on, work towards my land. It's up to me to make my payments on my house, because my dad said if he takes this camper back, even though I got me my house, he said if he takes the camper back and I fall behind on the payments and stuff, he guesses I am gonna go live in an apartment. He said, I don't know what you're gonna do, but I ain't getting you another camper. So my dad does not baby me, guys. He does not sugarcoat things. He is the realest, one of the realest people I know. He tells me how it is. He tries to help me and build me for success, but it's my job to maintain that success, and it's my job to maintain my character. It is my job to build myself up. He can only help with so much, and I'm incredibly thankful for that. So I know I said I was gonna show you about where the house is gonna be, but y'all are gonna see a video. I'm gonna do a disclaimer now. Y'all are gonna see a working video where it says it's gonna be in one spot. It's actually not gonna be in that spot. I said it was gonna be in that spot during the video. My dad came over this morning and we did a lot of walking around, a lot of configuring, and a lot of what I need to get done to get it in the spot that it needs. And we also figured out how it would work good on the homestead. I actually saw a comment. It was a very lengthy comment, and I forgot who commented it. I believe she said she was like a 91-year-old woman, but she was saying how I don't think I'm going to need as much space as I do for the animals. It was a very long comment about that. And she's right. I think I'm a little in over my head, and plans change. It's a game plan, not a set plan. And I think that all of this space is truly big enough for what I want to do, and it doesn't need to be on the easement, and I can still make it where I have me a good little backyard for like a pool or like a setting. I have years to build this and figure it out. I truly do. But I wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you guys so much for watching me, and I am truly excited for this new journey. It is insane how much I've accomplished in the last 7 months. It's insane the whirlwind that my life has been in 7 months. I could have never pictured this for myself. And I'm tearing up. I'm incredibly thankful. I truly am. So thank you guys for everything. And the shed won't be out here for a couple weeks, but it will be out here soon, and it's the start of a new journey. But until next time, bye friends.